On our first full day in Luxor, I awoke early and went out onto the balcony to look across the Nile River towards the Theban hills. And in Luxor, if you so choose, you can take a hot air balloon ride up to see the sunrise over the Theban hills. It's a beautiful, peaceful view, especially accompanied by the call to prayer. Our plan for today was to drive to the West Bank and then to the Valley of the Kings and to see the Temple of Hatshepsut. I've been more excited about seeing the Valley of the Kings than about seeing the pyramids.
Most people here wearing along the mountain this galabeya called galabeya. This tradition for the man and also for the woman. But sometimes you can see the lady, the woman, the wearing this black color. Why black color? Maybe she lost her husband, she lost any person from her family. So this is a sign for the lady very very sad. Must be wearing this black color about 40 days. Inside the home allowed for the lady to change this color. About the construction, their construction here so consists of maximum 3 floors here. The first floor for the man and the woman, the second one and the third one for the kids. After they get married, stay in one house. It's representing the family shape here. Beside this house, a small room for the animals, like the cow, like the donkey, like the camel. All this considered the treasures, alright, for the farmer. They get help, support when he get agriculture. So different agriculture here, different fruit, different vegetable here. But the important agriculture here, sugar cane. Sugar cane is very important. So the people can take like juice when they eat. And they get the power for the body because the weather here, right, it's very hot. And also cleaning the kidney inside the body holes and they put the body under covering by dust. But this item is not good. It's easy for the tomb grabber, right, blunder the money for the king. And also another animal like jackal, they eat the money for the kingdom. So after they done the old kingdom and they start the middle kingdom, they choose another design like steep pyramids in Saqqara. But also this one until arrive here during the new kingdom. Choose this side because they're covered by mountain, very huge mountain. And this mountain that takes a form like the pyramids, nature scenes. And so they give good chance for the pharaoh from the new kingdom was built there too, very deeper too. You will see today the tomb inside the Valley of the Kings, very deeper too. The king facing some problem, like a big snake, evil gods. He tried right he takes the water from the river Nile because the secret word for the king stop, don't complete his tribe. But we found another goddess, good goddess like the goddess moon, goddess from the sky. They get help for the king, right? They cut the part from the snake and they bring the water again to the river Nile. But after that, king contained small holes and they take the mine and they keep it everything inside the four canopy jar. The four canopy jars are representing the sons of the Catholics. Each son responsible about protection and safety for the tools for the king, because the king believes he will come back to the life and he will use all the tools again. After that, the high priest start the rituals for the open the mouths for the king.
So he can have the life.
Of course, yeah. Because the high priest believes the king, alright, he will talk with different God during his trip to the second life. After that, they inside the soul about 40 days. After that, they cover the body by the linen, and then they put the body inside the coffin, and they close the coffin, and they keep the coffin inside the burial chamber, the important room inside any tomb. How many kind from the coffin? Just three. Number one, made out of the wood. Number two, made out of granite, and you will see the granite inside the Valley of the Kings. The last one made out of the gold, like the golden coffin for the king Tutankhamun. So that's right from the Valley of the Kings. Inside the Valley of the Kings, your ticket are allowed for you visit 3 tomb, and an extra tomb for Ramses 5 and 6 is including for you. And the king Tutankhamun is extra ticket by 300 Egyptian pound if you would like with this one. Inside the Valley of the Kings, I'm sorry, if you want using the camera, you will pay 300 Egyptian pound. If you don't use it right by your phone, it's free. By your phone right inside the tomb you can use, but the camera you must pay right 300 Egyptian pound. Inside the Valley of the Kings, I will choose for you 3 tomb red collection tomb for you, okay? Because now you have 4 tomb, not 3, right? And then right, the tomb consists of a long entrance, mini corridor, right, until arrive to the burial chamber. About the scene inside the tomb from generation during the ancient time, from sacred book of the dead, book of the land, book of the king during the ancient time. If you have any recommendation about any tomb, you can tell me, right? Because we found inside the Valley of the Kings now 64 tomb. Before that 62, but unfortunately not this number, it's open. Just the open 7 tomb, 8 tomb, right, maximum for the visitors. Another tomb is closed, still restoration inside the Valley of the Kings. Example, I will choose for you Ramses 9 program.
So what about the tomb? What was that tomb that you wanted to see about?
The son of Ramses II. Beside this temple, another temple, the Ramesseum temple for Ramses II. We found one is the statue for Ramses II inside this temple in Ramesseum. The size for this temple about 1,010, but also unfortunately the foot down inside the temple.
Yeah, we're supposed to go to the Ramesseum.
Yes. On the left side, the holes, here, the tomb for the nobles. Also right in your program, right? Someday we will visit.
Sphinx back there, but the head looked different, like almost like
And this head for Anubis.
right, but the head on it looked almost like a jackal.
The jackal, yeah.
That is Anubis, Will, who's a jackal-headed god.
But he's not normally represented with the Sphinx, though, is it?
It might have been him on laying down like in from Touchstone.
Maybe. But I mean, it looks like a regular Sphinx, except it didn't change.
For some reason, my name doesn't. It's not saying anything.
A lot of alabaster
Yes.
work over here, a lot of businesses.
This is the value of the artisan, yes.
Ah.
For the artist here.
Ooh, that would have been neat to go see. Is there a place around here that sells alabaster canopic jars?
Yes, here. But if you like, but we can tell me after Valley of the Kings, we'll stop. You have a welcome drink hospitality for you. You will find the canopic jar. But this if you need that. Right?
If it's reasonable.
It's a good price. Good price?
So the polite people, you can get bargain with these
You get
people, yeah.
bargain.
And these people, he show for you what is a good quality handmade, and he show for you the fake one by machine like in the street.
Yeah, I haven't bought any from the street vendors because I like a small one that's real.
Yes, so that you can find right here. Because here we found in the market here, it's a fake. Because these people, the government and the ministry, they give permission for these people inside the Valley of the Arts there, because they get the sales with the twins. Because these people already have a good experience. His grandfather was discovered different tomb with different Egyptologists here. And the safety place, because it's a good place, right, air conditioned bathroom, welcome drink, hospitality for you. You can bargain with these people.
Okay.
Not like in the street, because I know the kind in the street, I know cheaper, but it's not good quality for that.
Right.
If you like that, you can, after Valley of the Kings, you can tell me, I stop,
Okay.
right?
Back there was a place called Carter's.
It's Howard Carter
Is it-
house.
That's the
Howard
yeah.
Carter live here, this house here, and another house, the new house, was built by the government, and beside this house, another tomb, replica tomb for the king to take up. All that for Howard Carter. Tomb is the Valley of the Kings. These are all the new road by the government for the tourists because arrive to the Valley of the Kings. You know, not allowed for the guy that go inside the tomb. No explanation inside the tomb. Just inside, I will choose for you 3 tomb and 1, 5, and 6 extra. And then I give you free time, right? And I will show for you where is the pickup line, our meeting point.
Okay.
At this point, we have parked, acquired our tickets, and taken a small tram up to where the tombs are actually located, and we are now walking around. It was very, very hot that day. A ticket allows you entrance into 3 tombs, which is largely determined by which tombs are open on any given day. There are several special tombs, such as King Tut's tomb, that you can enter, but you have to pay an additional fee for. You have to buy a special ticket to those tombs. So once you acquire your ticket, you walk around until you find the tomb that you are allowed to go into. And the guardian at the gate will hole punch your ticket so that they can keep up with the number of tombs that you have actually entered. The tombs are designated by the letters KV and a number. The hills are incredibly beautiful and stark and mysterious. When we first arrived at the Valley of the Kings and were acquiring our tickets, I heard someone say that the tomb of Seti I was opened, and I was just wildly excited to hear this because the tomb of Seti I has been closed to the public for many, many, many years, and I never in my wildest dreams believed that I would ever have a chance to see this. And so, of course, I had to pay the extra fee to get the ticket. I was blown away by this opportunity. It's a very, very special thing to be allowed to do. And the tomb itself is so beautiful that I was nearly in tears after I had finished touring it.
cooling down a little bit in here. I'm cooling down a little bit in here. Because your hand is really hot. What about we get this on off and oops.
Just don't worry about me. I'm just got the coat.
No, no, no. You do like this. And it's cooling. It will freshen it up a little bit. This is so impressive. Really beautiful.
The tomb of KV9 was begun by Ramses V and completed by Ramses VI. Unusually, both kings were buried here, although only the sarcophagus of Ramses VI remains. KV9 is one of the sixth largest tombs in the Valley of the Kings, although not the deepest. It is also one of the few tombs to be completely recorded. Some of the tombs here have not been fully excavated due to flooding or due to the excavators' fear of causing a collapse of the entire tomb. One of the most colorful and most interesting tombs was KV-14, the tomb of Tausert and Siknokte. The tomb was originally carved for King Seti II and his wife Tausert. Seti II, when he passed away, was succeeded on the throne by his younger son Siptah. And since Siptah was just a boy, Tausert, his mother, acted as the boy's regent. It is believed that young Siptah had suffered from polio and he died 6 years later. Tausert then declared herself sole ruler of Egypt. She was deposed almost immediately by Signocte.
It's the ferret kind. Question. What name?
Rocoromania. Rocoromania.
Romania?
When Signocte passed away, his son, the future Ramses III, ordered that his father was to be buried in KV-14. However, the work you see in KV-14 is largely that of Tausert. After leaving the Valley of the Kings, it was only a short drive to Deir el-Bahri, where the Temple of Hatshepsut is. The location of Hatshepsut's temple is one of the most stunning vistas in all of Egypt, with limestone cliffs that rise 1,000 feet above the plains. Deir al-Bahri holds the record as one of the hottest places on our planet. And I can personally attest to that. Join me on the next video when we will be visiting the Temple of Seti I and the Temple of Dendera. Assalamu alaikum.